Finally, I'm out on my bike and the sun is actually shining. There's no rain today, at least there's no rain forecast. Let's see what actually happens, but it's given me a great opportunity to get out on the Warbird. And today I want to talk to you about the Apidura Backcountry frame bag that I've been running now for the last 6 months through all the weathers in the winter and on nicer days like today as well. So here's my thoughts and here's a look at that frame bag. So as you can see from this, it is definitely not a full frame pack. This is a smaller frame bag to go just in the front sort of corner of your bike here. It's 2 litres in size, which is relatively small, but that's exactly why I bought it. If you have a look through my videos, you'll find one on the Rafa handlebar bag, which I didn't particularly like. It wasn't very waterproof, and this was the solution for me to replace that handlebar bag. Upsides are it's slightly sleeker sitting in the frame. It is fully waterproof. 150 grams in weight is pretty lightweight, and the material seems far more robust compared to the Rafa bag. It's going to last a lot longer. It certainly hasn't got any stretch in it either. So first, the list of pros about this small frame pack. It is small, it's 2 litres in size, it retails at £79. It's got double side entry, the zips work in reverse, so on one side it goes aft, on the other side it goes forward. I don't know why, if that makes any difference, but it is what it is. It's also got a cable port / hydration port. You could get a hydration tube through there, but on their website it's certainly advertised as a place to stick your cable through from a battery pack to charge your head unit or your front lights. It's reversible, this bag. You can run it in the way that I've got it run here, or you can flip it 180 degrees. If you've got a sharper, smaller triangle at the front end, perhaps a mountain bike, certainly on my Genesis, I think I would run this in the reverse, and you just take the strap off and put it on a different place in the bag underneath. It's got different points to where you would want to strap this to your bike depending on the angle of the frame. It's got some reflective details on it, which is always nice on a bag that you're going to run on your push bike, certainly at night clearly. That will help visibility on the whole, and Apidura do that throughout their whole range. The looks will be dividing. For me, I really like it. I like to think of this as the Apple of the bike packing bags. They look really edgy, really technical, really modern, but of course in this hipster gravel bike world, you might want something a bit prettier, bespoke, custom, from the likes of Rogue Panda in the States, for example, that just look really quite nice. But I like the look of these, and they certainly look like they're built to last long term. So as with everything in life, it's not entirely perfect. There are some downsides, and these are the ones that I've personally found for me could be improved perhaps. The first one is the lining on the inside. There basically isn't any. It's just a really thin layer of waterproof material between your contents and the frame itself. So if you do have things in there that are loose, perhaps my camera for example, and you're going over big hits, you do hear that tapping the carbon frame. So I try and pack everything in my bag in its own protective casing. Okay, the other slight disappointment, but not really a big player for me because I haven't run it as a cable port or a hydration port yet, but if you do choose to mount this bag in the orientation that I've gone for here, that port actually ends up coming up the wrong end of the bag towards the saddle. So you'd have to either have a really long wire and run it forward or go without. And like I say, it hasn't affected me yet. I haven't used it for either of those reasons, but it is certainly something to consider. That hydration port as well, I think could be a way for the water to get in. On one particularly wet ride, and it really was an absolute deluge, I came home, opened up the bag, and there was some traces of water in the bottom of this bag, and the only way I can possibly think they'd got in really is up through that hydration port coming up off the wheels. Who knows, perhaps it could have gone through the zip, but I very much doubt it, and there wasn't really enough to worry me. That was certainly not the case. It's not particularly big, which of course is perhaps its selling point and why you might want this bag at 2 litres. It's good on a road bike. You know, you can fit your bike pump in there, some spares, get rid of your saddle pack, put your phone in, some food, that sort of thing. But if you're looking to go bike packing and you've got tent poles, that sort of thing, you're not going to get it in this bag. And of course, if you do want to use this as a hydration bag at 2 litres, by the time you put 2 litres of water in, you're probably not going to have much space for anything else, so that will certainly be a consideration. But for me, this serves its purpose as its everyday use on the bike, and should I go bike packing, this will come off and I'll either go with my longer Apidura bag or a full frame pack. So in summary, I've been really impressed by this Apidura bag. At £79, it's not the cheapest option for the size of bag you actually get, but it looks like it's going to be a really long-lasting bag. I love the fact it's way more waterproof than the Rafa handlebar was. It's a sleeker fit down there in the frame, keeps stuff off my handlebars, which is really nice. That I think is it. I'm going to go and take full advantage of this sunny weather and get some miles in on the bike today. If you've got any questions about the Apidura Backcountry frame pack, please do leave it in the comments. If you can, like the video, that will always help. And if there's something I've done that you don't like, then feel free to put the thumbs down, but make sure you leave something in the comments so that I can improve these videos going forward. In the meantime, if you can subscribe, of course, that will help grow the channel. Thank you very much, enjoy your riding, and I'll see you in the next one.